Hey guys, what's up? Underground Geek here. So this is a little recap. I'm going to talk about some more things going on. So my last video I was talking about the mindset of comic book pros, and I'm sorry if the sound was messed up on the last video. It was a live stream. Things happen on a live stream sometimes. Things don't go your way. But so I want to talk about something because it seems that now the comic book pros are coming out and saying that you must denounce ComicsGate before you can associate with them. And now they're even saying that to the fans. They're flat out telling people on Twitter that you have to denounce ComicsGate before you can talk to them. And this is just me talking. You know, I don't have any screenshots. If you want screenshots of this, you can refer to the Umbrella Guy on Twitter and on YouTube. He has a great channel, the Umbrella Guy. He has screenshots of them telling customers that you must denounce ComicsGate before you can talk to them. And I had a little discussion with the Umbrella Guy about this, and it comes down to basically what we were talking about before. You know, and it's kind of the problem that we were talking about with ComicsGate. The problem with ComicsGate is if you classify something and you group people together, it is easier to discredit you, okay? Before, when we were an unnamed group of customers that were just friends that came together, they couldn't denounce us. They couldn't say, well, you know, are you one of those guys? But now, with ComicsGate being so popular, yeah, they ain't getting my money either. That's something else I'm going to talk about in a minute, is the amount of money that I used to spend. But and also, hey everybody, thanks for watching. Just want to, you know, this is a quick little live stream. We'll talk about things, but thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching this. They've pissed me off to the point to where now I pretty much come out of retirement. I'm doing videos again, but now they're saying that you must denounce ComicsGate, and that's what I want to talk about. When you group things together, when you make them a group, it's easier to denounce. It's easier to discredit. And you know, we used to have a group of comic book pros that pretty much stayed out of it, and that was a good thing about it. We had people that were talented that stayed out of it, and that we could talk to. You know, you could talk to them. You could have conversations with them. You could talk about all the things that they're doing. You could talk about the work that they were working on, the art, the stories and everything. Now, those people are getting pressured, and it's pretty obvious. It started when Mags Fasaggio, which is this weirdo, no talent hack, started getting jobs everywhere, won a mentorship with the talented Scott Snyder. And that's when it was kind of a tipping point. That was a red flag to me, because you can go back to when I was talking to my friends. I said no good will come of this, because as soon as Mags starts working with Scott Snyder, you're going to see Scott act different, because he's going to feel pressured. And sure enough, months later, he comes out, and all of a sudden, ComicsGate is a problem. All of a sudden, it's a problem. And it started with Donny Cates, which is actually a decent writer for Marvel. Something happened with him. Some people came out and started, you know, calling him names and stuff like that, being meanies. They were meanies to him on Twitter. And so all of a sudden, all of ComicsGate is bad. You know, all of a sudden, for some reason, ComicsGate is a problem now. So Donny Cates went on Twitter, started blasting ComicsGate, started denouncing it publicly, and that was a red flag to me as well, because why would you feel the need to go on Twitter and make several tweets about this and several rants? Why is it a problem all of a sudden? And then soon after that, his buddy Scott Snyder went on there and was just like, oh, I'm so sorry that you were harassed. ComicsGate's a real problem. We need to do something about this. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I didn't even see anything go on. And so Scott Snyder was pretty approachable. You know, you could approach him about things. So I would DM him. me and Scott would DM every now and then, and he would answer me. We would talk, we would have conversations about stuff. He was a pretty cool guy. But as soon as I brought that up, you could tell there was a total change in behavior. I still have the DMs, and I told Scott flat out when we were DMing, I said, I can tell that somebody is watching you now. There's pressure on you. I can tell. You can deny it all you want, but I can tell the way you're talking to me, it sounds scripted. And I was pretty much saying, Scott, I was like, why does Donnie and you think this is okay to denounce customers? I said, there's no other industry where this is okay except for gaming, maybe. There's no other industry like this. I said, Scott, I'm in sales for a living. And I can tell you right now that if I went on Facebook and said, this certain group of customers suck, I hate them, that's not good for business at all. And he was like, well, those kinds of people just aren't good, and they just shouldn't be doing that, and blah, 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 blah. And it's the same tactic. They try to dehumanize us. They try to dehumanize you and put you in a group, and that's why ComicsGate is bad. I'm telling you flat out, ComicsGate is bad. And it's not going to work. You know, ComicsGate was always a problem because used to it was just a hashtag, and now people are in groups, and you have people like EVS coming in there and trying to make money off of it and everything. And now they're saying, and that was another thing, Scott brought up EVS all of a sudden into DMs. He brought up EVS, blah, blah, and I was like, I don't have anything to do with EVS. I don't have anything to do with him. Why are you bringing him up? And he was constantly trying to shut me out in the DMs, trying to shut me down. I was trying to have a decent conversation with the man. I was like, Scott, you can't do this. You can't denounce customers. You can't go in here and tell customers that they're bad and you don't want their money. I was like, that's the stupidest tactic I've ever heard. And I said, no other industry lets you do that. I can't do that in sales. That's bad for business. And he would not talk to me about it. He would not, and he kept saying, you know, and you could tell he had a guilty conscience, because if I didn't answer him, he would go back in there and he would say, you know, I'm sorry you feel that way. Is there something, you know, I hope that you have a good life and all this kind of stuff. Just total bull crap. But anyway, I talked to Umbrella Man about this, Umbrella Guy, and he pretty much confirmed the same thing. And I said, but listen to this, Umbrella. Here's the thing. I talked to Scott about this. Scott does not understand sales. Donnie does not understand sales. They're not in sales. They're not. They're public figures that create a product and the company sells it for them. They don't even understand what sales are. They don't understand customer relations. They don't understand good quality. They don't know any of that because somebody else handles it for them. They're totally disconnected from it. So they don't know what they're doing is bad. All they're trying to do is please their friends. That's what it boils down to. They're trying to please their friends, but their friends aren't paying them. Their friends aren't giving them money. The customers are. So it's just totally just dumb to me. I don't understand it at all. But I want to do a short little video and talk to you guys about it, get your thoughts on it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, tell me you guys what you think. And because I feel like we're hitting something here. I feel like we're starting to figure it out. But thanks a lot, guys. I'll talk to you later. Underground Geek out.